What's up, everybody? Welcome to the new intro. Yeah, that's right. All new intro for the Pine Room Podcast. A little bit of new music, some new style. I really haven't written the script for what to say yet, so here it is, the new intro. Yeah, maybe some sounds like a laser gun. Or some monkeys. Or some aliens. Or, explosions.
Missiles launched.
Either way, enjoy this for the time being, and enjoy the show. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Pine Room Podcast, episode 50. Hey. We made it.
Yeah.
We got some new additions to the Pine Room, the studio. Obviously, you can see we got a new computer, and we got monitors behind me. We got everything we need from Frizzy Customs. Got to thank them for everything they've done. If you haven't seen this thing, go on our social media, and you can check out some. I took some pictures of this thing. Jared and I were in here taking pictures of this thing yesterday. So you can go and check that out on social media. Thank you to them. But we made it to episode 50. we were gonna do something special. I was gonna try to get a flyover and some
strippers.
Yeah, just all kinds of stuff. I was gonna get a stealth bomber to go over top. Get horses to ride.
It looks like a stealth bomber already
already
let loose down on Main Street.
Yeah,
Maybe get a pet zebra.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
do
Oh,
already
man.
gnawed a guy's arm off.
Zebra petting zoo.
I tell you what, your connections are unbelievable. Fuck,
I know.
I didn't even know this about you, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna get a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, it fell through. But we got as many guys as we can here. I think mine is Soup.
That's it. Soup's the only
Yeah.
one.
That's it. I think other than him,
I think Soup's currently in a training meeting or something.
Texas.
I don't know
Oh,
what
he's in
he's in
Texas?
San
He's
Antonio.
Wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah,
and
incredible.
cowboy hat.
Wow.
wow. Good
Sim
luck.
could pull that off.
His brother might have let him borrow
He
it.
borrowed some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could pull it off.
Well, we'll call him here in a little bit, but we want to say thank you to everybody that's followed us and watched us for 50 weeks.
Be sure you say Ohio County Schools first.
Yeah, we did
yeah,
get
Rick.
So
shoot
Jonesy
out
doesn't get
by
mad at
Rick
us.
Jones, yeah. But no, we want to thank everybody that has been along the journey for us for 50 episodes. We've had a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff we still need to do. But for the most part, we've had a pretty incredible 50 weeks of stuff. I think I looked last night. We have 110 videos on our YouTube. We've got over, I think, 100. I think it was over 90 because we're on 50. Better's Last Name's on 31, so we're on 81 total episodes of content. Plus Soup and stuff, who's on 7. So 88? Is that 88? Did I do my math right?
If you counted all those special events we did.
So
too.
88 plus all the other special
Yeah,
events
geez.
we've done. That's hours and hours and hours of stuff. So if you're just tuning in for this episode, go look at everything else because you're going to be here.
If you're
till
driving
next
cross
year.
country, you can go all the way over and all the way back. Still be listening to Pine Room
I feel
stuff.
like that's always an exciting thing to me when I find a show or like a YouTube channel that I've never watched before,
Yes.
and I have hours of stuff to watch.
Binge-worthy
So
stuff,
hey,
yeah.
you have plenty of
Do you
stuff
think we're-
here to
do you
watch.
think-
That's what I was just going to ask you. Are we binge worthy?
I don't
Are we
know.
worthy of the binge?
I don't know.
That's a good question. It's a very good question. Actually, I'm going to ask another question. Do you guys think, I know that we've truly superseded anything that we all could think where we were at, without a doubt. But like, if you were going to give us a 1 to 10, not about quality, anything like that, but a 1 to 10 on the amount that we've put out, like give me 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Would it be a 10 or above that scale for all of you guys?
I would never give it 10 already
Yeah, I
within
can't
the
give it
first
10.
year.
No.
So I'd say like an 8.
I'm sorry, not quality though.
No, yeah, but I'm
Just
even
volume.
saying any of it.
Any of it?
Just
Yeah.
because, I mean, we're all new to this, and Jub's done as much as he can possibly do working out of his room.
True.
So now he's got
Well,
this
good
new
point.
workstation. We might have an intern on board at some point. So yeah, I would say if we ever gave ourselves a 10 in the first year, I don't care how good we were.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
be
we
fair.
can- we can-
So I
we
mean,
can only go down
I think
from
we're
there.
we're a strong B plus contender right now, and we'll only
the
get
vibe,
better. so.
100%.
I think perspectively, like compared to other people, I think like to smaller podcasts that maybe just started
We've
or
crushed them, like
I-
King Kong.
Yeah,
Like,
I think like there's
like
what do you
that.
think, Chris?
Oh, well, maybe not so much what you're talking about the quality or the content, but where we started from the very first one to 50 now, we got all this. I mean, it would take us an hour.
Think
to
about
set
where
up
we
every-
were our first
every
show.
fucking chord.
We'd have to go like this. Jared, here you go.
And then setting
All right,
up-
I'll back.
So
You hear that squeaking sound?
Yeah.
I mean, everything's so much easier now for you and us. We don't have to hook the so that's an A+ for me.
We don't have to tear down at the end of the
right.
ninth.
Yeah.
From 1 to 50, that's definitely an A+.
Yeah,
good
'cause
point,
I
Chris.
remember
I mean,
the very first episode that we did down at the radio station. Well, first off, we found out that they didn't have enough microphones for them, so we had to share mics. And then the second time we went down, we had all of our equipment in a box, in a cardboard box, and it was raining.
That's right. Yes.
It was
Fuck
raining.
Yeah.
And it was
I
like
actually
all
do
brand
remember
new.
this.
It literally had not been opened.
Yeah,
a lot
no,
of it.
yeah, we were unwrapping the
headsets.
stuff. Yeah,
Definitely.
Well, and there was what was going on? What show was happening?
Menopause, the
Yeah,
musical.
menopause.
Right,
And me and
right.
Jub parked on the very top of the parking garage
Right.
over by the bridge and walked all the way down the stairs with that box, and people were looking at us like, "What are these idiots doing?"
microphones.
Like microphones, wires.
Who were the dudes? Who were the dudes that were there?
You know, actually, I don't want to change the subject, but you're sexy as fuck with that goddamn microphone. Without
Chris
a
thought it
doubt.
was a Swiffer
I'm
duster.
looking, honest to God,
Jared said, "Put it up like this."
it's
Soft
sweet
like-
as shit.
Yeah, if you're just listening to this, go ahead and give it a listen or give it a watch. It's Cooley, Chris, Matt, Jarrett, Coach, and Jeff, as well as myself, all here in the studio. We come a pretty long way in this place. It used to be a
doubt.
lawyer's old office. They were keeping just furniture in here.
Dennis
when we
Weaver's
first
been
got it.
mounted over
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, we got a
Kim,
new-
thank you.
New additions. We took down that Yingling light sign because I don't know if
Bud
I've
Light next.
Yeah, we gotta get
Lola's
that-
still pissed about
What happened
that.
to Yingling?
Yingling's back there. We got to find a place for it, but we put up Alex Bowman and Duel, the gift from Aunt Kim.
Yeah.
So thank you, Aunt Kim. She actually just texted us and said, "Congratulations on episode 50. So proud of you guys."
Wow.
So shout out to Aunt
Thanks,
Kim, one
Aunt
of our
Kim.
Our
one
biggest
of
fan.
our loyal listeners.
147.
She's the best, and we love her.
If anybody wants to send little trinkets in that we can hang on the wall that are appropriate to the
Yep.
podcast, would
Make sure you email us first.
Yeah, email first.
Yeah, right.
Email first.
Yeah, we'll
That
get-
would be pretty cool, right?
Content.
That'd be really cool.
We got to set up a PO box. Maybe that's our next step. I think we need fan art. That's what I
think
want.
it would be sweet.
I
I
think
mean,
art would be
We
great.
might start getting
But
we
I
could
rad
start
letters.
putting.
How many people do we know even that would do art for us?
Well, who cares?
Check the
Draw,
prisons.
draw it
What
on-
kind of art do you
Vondell.
want?
I'm gonna say Vondell. We can get Vondell to hook
get
us up with
Vondell to
something.
do
Well,
something.
heck, even if you're a terrible
the
artist
wall.
and draw with crayons.
Here's the deal: we'll get Corpus Christi's kindergarten
There you
class.
go.
Yeah, they can
Ah,
put,
my
we can
students
put it
sent in
all up
something.
on the wall.
100%.
Yeah, cool.
My students will paint us some stuff.
You may have some appropriate. I might not be that. There we go.
They'd have a field day with that.
Yeah, but we appreciate again. I'm just going to keep saying it throughout this episode. Thank you to everybody that's followed, listened, watched, supported us. Thank you to all of our sponsors that have come with us, whether you're still with us or have moved on, or whether we just haven't been talked to you in a while. We appreciate everything because we couldn't have done any of this without any of that support. Thank you to the Wheeling Heritage for everything they did for Show of Hands. If we who knows if we would have done any of this if we wouldn't have won that. I mean, there's just a million different things, a million different thank yous I could go on to. Thank you to Rocky, Kayleen, Howard, Lola, Bob, all down here at the Watchdog. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on. But we got a lot more in the tank, and there's still some stuff that's going to be coming out throughout the week. Soup, I know Soup's got a million videos for me to pump out, so we'll put those up as quickly as I can. What we're going to try to do, and we if you don't know yet, and we really urge you to go listen to us. We're on the radio. We're just coming off of a 3-hour show today. We're on the radio Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We just added Tuesday and Thursday from noon to 3. Tuesday and Thursday. So come listen to us, engaged, call us, text us. What we're going to try to do is live stream those radio shows. So we're going to try to put them up on either on our YouTube or our Instagram and have them live stream so people can, if you're not in tune with the radio world, you can come watch and see us in the studio. So keep updated with that, and that's pretty much all I got. I don't have any more updates for episode 50, but anybody else got anything?
I think we ought to talk about a lot, like all the cool guests we've had.
Yeah, that's
too.
another
we've
one,
had
yeah.
some really awesome guests. Like today, well, it won't be today when this comes out, but on
yeah.
on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, we just had a national champion in wrestling from West Liberty. He was awesome, Matt. What do you think of him?
Tom Aguirre, awesome kid, very impressed, just really humble.
Yep.
The kind of kid you want to know.
for.
Yeah, you want to cheer for. You
really
want to know him.
cheer for.
You want more young people to be like him. Obviously driven for personal success, but never loses sight of the team goal and the fact that his parents and support group and coaches and all the people that he thanked today were responsible for his national championship as much as he was. So yeah, really cool to meet him. Glad he came down. We had two great kids from the basketball team last week with Steve Kennedy and Bryce Butler. So we've had an awesome run of guests.
I mean, and you look at Bryce Butler's resume. My God, look at
superb.
He just got named to was he
Atlantic Region Player of the Year and
academic All-American.
Yeah,
I mean, you go down a list with him, and he was humble.
Yeah,
He's
his kids are great.
humble
It's
guy
really
too,
nice
right?
to see that there's kids like that out there still.
We don't focus enough on that, and it's so
Yes.
sad. And I'm not
Because those kids get lost, Jeff, because they're not as flashy.
Right.
Because
And
they're
it's
like
so-
boring, and they're like, oh, no, who wants to see a kid that does things the right way? You know?
But
I mean, we do, but
us old folks,
Right,
I tell you
right.
what, I truly appreciate
Yeah,
that when
absolutely.
you hear about those types of kids, you get to talk to those kids, and like you said, it's people that you want to know. And at the end of the day, if you can meet more people like that instead of some of the other people, man,
gives
it'll
you some
better,
hope.
better.
Gives you some hope.
Yeah, it does.
And you guys did a great job. I don't know who was in the studio. I think it was on the live radio, but you guys did an awesome interview with Haywood Highsmith. I thought that was great,
he
too.
was really
He
was great.
good.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't know what to expect.
Players
You
from the
guys did-
NBA.
Yeah.
It's a
I know,
very,
that's crazy.
Hi,
Jeff.
Haywood.
That's
yeah.
unbelievable.
hey, think about it.
We've had almost every sport.
Yeah, we had Michael Grove in the MLB, Alex Highsmith
Yep.
in the
On the
NFL,
Steelers.
Haywood Highsmith in the NBA.
Now we got to get
Soup's
NHL.
working on the hockey. We
Yeah, we're
almost
trying to
had
get-
Peter Laviolette on,
Yeah.
which would be really
We got
cool.
a NASCAR driver too, right?
Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
a guy who was working on the NASCAR setup. I mean, but he was a driver. He is
We-
technically, I guess you could consider
Real
him.
quick to run through some of these names here. I'm just looking this up.
arguably the best college coach at all divisions.
So,
Ever, yeah.
We
Ever.
got
Coach Crutchfield.
Michael Grove, Chris Dutton with Blame My Roots, Coach Crutchfield, Tony Chiazza, Casey Legg, let's see, Enzo Figueretti from Figueretti's,
George Catawell
Yeah.
from the Wolves. Can't forget him.
I almost
him.
forgot him. Jeez.
let's
Episode
see.
17.
Who else? We had Rick Jones, Flav.
The one, the only.
Flavor Flav.
3-run shot there for
right off the bat.
The guy with the wildebeest or whatever.
We had Chase.
Oh, yeah.
Odie the
Wallaby.
Wallaby.
Not
I tell you what,
Wallaby.
that was different. I wasn't able to make it the beginning of that show, and when I got home, I walked over and I see this fucking thing at 138 Clearview Avenue. And go, what the hell is
I'd
this
say
all
that
about?
was one of my more enjoyable moments
Yeah.
from the past year for sure.
Yeah, that's real quick, before we get into the regular show and talk about stuff. What I wanted to do, Coach has to run. So what I want to do is just go around and just either, it doesn't have to be anything specific, or it could just be a show or maybe something we did. Your favorite memory in the past 50 weeks.
I have mine, and it's not. There's a lot of them, but my favorite was the penitentiary.
That's going to be mine.
When it was that, but when we were talking about Tom Thumb and that group of people,
Still rears his ugly head.
and he said they get off the bus and go to the restaurant. I still think about that. I think that was one of the funniest things we ever did. I could not stop laughing, and just that environment down there and going through the prison. I thought that was. I think that was freaking awesome.
We're sitting in front of one of the most haunted prisons in the world talking about Tom Thumb.
Yeah. I don't know. That was just my favorite. I mean, there's a lot of fun times, but man. The other one was at Karen Bowers.
that
was fun.
That's probably going to be your
really
favorite. I think it's because
that one in the golf. The golf video. I wasn't there for the golf, so it made it even more enjoyable for me to watch it.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, the golf. And then one thing that totally stands out to me, going back to almost turn the clock back an entire year, is when Jeff had that story about the Easter Bunny giving out rubbers at the school.
Oh,
That was Luke.
Yeah, or it was Luke. Yeah, but just a great that kind of it was the first time that I remember us actually doing a show that I remember.
Yeah.
That is
And
hilarious.
we were sitting in that little studio, and it's almost been a year
Yeah.
because it was right around Easter.
No,
Yeah,
that would have been that's our second episode. That would have been our second episode.
Yeah, so that one definitely when Champ was up, that was fun. We've had so many good ones. I echo Coach though on the prison. Loved that one. Had a really fun time with that.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna get. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I want to give credit.
Also, the
to,
bat meat down here was
yeah.
that one to me was
That
that
one
one
was
and
a-
Pete the Penguin as far
Yeah,
as
yeah.
like little snippets of the show
Yeah.
that were like hysterical things to watch.
Yeah, I think-
Soup's bat meat.
The bat
I
meat.
got to give credit to Coach Doug Ladd. He came up to the Pine Room one day, and we were just talking about what we were planning on doing, and he spitballed, said, "Take the set and go down to the penitentiary." And then I took
Great
that
idea.
and ran with it.
Wow.
We went down and scouted it the one day and talked to
Tom
Stiles, and we're still planning on in
I
the
was gonna
spring
say,
to
we
get
gonna
locked
go?
up.
Hey, Joe,
it's coming
I saw.
up.
Did you guys see that billboard at the top of the hill, March 25th and 26th? The exotic
I
animal,
saw
the
that.
wonders
I
and
did see
oddities
that.
is back down at the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I took a
Ooh,
picture of the
I might have to get
billboard.
hold of Tom
25th and
Stiles.
26th. Maybe we can go down there for a freak show event.
Of what?
March. The end of this
like
month.
that's
Couple
next
weeks.
week?
Yeah.
I believe Aunt Kim went to that, and I forget the scouting report she
They got a
gave me, and
picture
I-
of a porcupine, a kangaroo, a big snake.
Oh, we might have to
I
do
don't-
that.
Spider looks like a tarantula.
I'm
We
not
might have
messing
to
with
do
those
that. When
spiders.
is that?
Oh, I'd
Yeah,
love to see
I don't
it.
want to mess with those spiders.
Yeah.
What is
What
that?
is a porcupine? Oh, I'd love to see a porcupine.
March
that's-
25th and
nothing going
26th,
on my
12 to
end.
8 p.m. and 10 to 4 on the 26th.
Oh, we might have to do
That's
that.
probably our same buddy, right? The
Yeah.
guy that we
Yeah,
talked to
that-
that
I-
had Odie's dad.
Yeah. All right, Jeff.
You know you're a busy guy when you carry a day timer. There's no, and the best part about it, a retired gentleman.
I'm been
Jeff,
here now a little
Jeff,
bit in my
Jeff,
life.
that is his lifeline.
But I'll be
That-
honest with you, that's old school too, because my sister still does a calendar.
Oh,
She
absolutely.
My dad
calendar.
does that, yeah.
Jeff,
Which
that thing does not leave in his proximity.
I
Does he
believe
get-
it.
That's-
Does he get nervous if he misplaces
leaves
it?
it somewhere?
My phone and that are probably the two most. Well, the index card.
I was going to say
Yeah,
the
they-
index
The index
card.
card was my,
The index card.
my to-do list, and then the
What's
bets.
the
I think
index
it's cool as hell,
card?
though.
He
What are the index cards?
Well, one's my to-do list. That's things I got to do, and the other one is my bets.
his bets.
Shocker.
His bets.
Yeah.
Well, one goes
I
in the
should've
right
guessed
pocket,
that
the
one.
other one goes in the left.
I tell you what, if an
You
alien
do your
came
phone
down,
wallet index check.
yeah, no, if an alien came down and grabbed his bet slip, like his bet index card, and tried to read it, his brain would melt because it looks like a totally different language the way that he has things
chicken
written on there.
scratch.
he's always every morning. I come to. He's
That's
always
my morning,
writing
that's my
something.
morning ritual.
Writing something.
Check the
on
calendar.
that.
It keeps
get
his-
my bets all.
It
graded,
keeps his brain sharp.
and
Here's the
then
deal.
make
I'm
my-
not busting balls.
make my
I find it
job-
impressive.
Make my job list.
Well, and then he does the. Then
What do
you
you
do
like?
the crossword.
What's your favorite thing to do with your to-do list?
What do you mean? What do
Cross
you
it
mean?
off.
What's your
Oh,
fa-
Throw it
cross
away.
off?
Yeah.
Throw it
Oh
away.
yeah, cross them off.
I'm a
That's huge.
sticky note guy at work. Like I have sticky notes all over my computer because I have a laptop and I have a computer thing. It's a great feeling. I just rip them down, throw them away. It's a great feeling.
Well, I see over at your house Jack Boring's there, so you must be scratching a few little,
Jack, yes, sir.
few little things off
Thanks
the
to Jack
list.
Boring, yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, Jeff.
I'm going to give the cliche answer, and I know that's probably not what you guys want to hear. I was not involved with the prison nor Karen bars, but obviously heard great things about it. But I think I'm going to treat it like raising a kid. You know, you enjoy every moment, you enjoy every next step, and I think I'm going to same thing. I think we've had so many great moments. We've had moments where I remember the night we were down at River City. You're literally tapping my my leg every time to check time so we could rush through shit.
Oh, man.
So we've had so many high moments.
think-
We've had some moderate moments, and we've had some real fucking low moments. And I think we've grown from all of them.
One of the lowest moments was also at River City. We had
Oh
some-
man, our one guest.
Well, yeah.
We were fishing
Either
for
that-
worms. It was tough.
Either that or our $600 bar bill.
that's
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't
man.
even there for that. It was Halloween.
Yeah, so there's another $150.
Joe was
Right,
a
I was
monkey,
saying it was
easily.
considerably
But
higher.
I go back to you, Jeff. I think the River City with Rough and Rowdy
That was really
one
fun.
of the-
No,
I
that's
think that
I
was one
think
of the best.
I was going to say I think that first live show that we did it with.
Oh, that Rough and Rowdy.
Well, and I
Think how much better we'd be now. though.
And I think
Oh,
actually going over to and doing the weigh-ins, I think that's
That was
one of
so
our
much
best.
fun.
Has anybody got
Well,
any
I
news on
forgot.
that yet? Are they having it here in the spring?
And-
We
I've
don't
not heard
know.
anything
And
yet.
Jeff, your idea of setting the mics up like
Yeah,
it,
it's
like
really
it is.
cool.
That was genius because we
just
were
a
going to do it
crapshoot.
the other way.
No,
And
and those
it
athletes
would
loved
have been
it.
terrible.
Fighters
That
loved
was
it.
absolutely genius.
And
Made
Matt-
them the
Did it
center of
that way.
attention.
Matt, like you said, that was, I mean, what was that? Two months maybe?
Yeah, it was
into,
like May.
into us
It was
doing
May,
that.
early May.
Imagine how much better we'd be at it now. But I think that's the kind of the thing that made it so great is that
Yeah.
we were
Now
just
we're on-
doing
we're just
that.
on the radio
We acted
7
like
hours a week.
we were professionals, and he in that goddamn tuxedo
Well,
and
yeah,
those
that
people.
was
I
that
still
was-
think Dave
Portnoy,
stole
yeah,
that.
Portnoy definitely stole
But
that.
I think one of the most incredible things about that whole Rough and Rowdy thing is once we were in that building, you would have thought they paid us to be there because Soup was walking around, he was walking around, you were walking around, we were walking around like we belonged.
And the
in that
fighters were
building.
coming up to me.
Yeah,
Mike.
Everybody
right.
said,
Like,
"We supposed to
before
see
they were
them?"
going to the bar
Yeah,
school guys.
Unbelievable.
that might be the all-time quote of this year was when that girl came up to us and said, "Are we
Showtime.
supposed to go see him?"
Yeah,
and we
Showtime.
said, "Absolutely, you are."
And actually, we thought Showtime was a big when
I
Soup
thought
and I
she
got
was-
there first, and we thought she was part of like the upper echelon
Oh,
of Rough and
absolutely.
Rowdy. The
Yeah,
way
yeah,
she was all
Yeah,
dressed
she
up
had
and
that
stuff.
that blue suit.
Yeah,
she
on
was-
with
she-
the shades.
Sunglasses
Yeah,
and the
Yeah,
Kit Kat.
The Kit Kat, yeah, the Kit
What
Kat.
was the dude's name that took his teeth out?
Trailer
Park.
Trailer
That
Park.
was, that
Trailer
was
Park.
unbelievable.
I still
When you
think
go
that
back-
might be one of our
when
best
you go
interviews.
back and look at that when he when
And your
I was
boy
talking to him
Iceman,
and
he still call you? Remember Iceman
his
used to
teeth-
call you. You
Yeah,
want to be on the
Iceman
show.
called me. He wanted to come on.
Well, we got him on one day, but then his phone
Yeah, we
kept
did-
breaking
we
up.
did have
Yeah,
him
we
on.
interviewed him and
Yeah.
Showtime.
Yeah,
Those are some incredible
Oh,
moments.
amazing!
And I remember over at the River City after Rough and Rowdy, and
Oh,
how
man.
insane that was. That was unbelievable.
So if we're going to talk about good moments, then what do you guys think? Let's ramble off a couple truly bad moments. If you were going to
like
rank down,
Graffiti's
Scaffidi's bad.
fucking
Yeah.
suck.
Totally agreed.
Fucking
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah,
Totally,
yeah, that was-
1,000%
There was
The
agree.
people didn't know any different.
Brutal.
For the
I
most
agree.
part.
Scaffidi's was tough.
why are you
Wasn't
guys-
one good thing about that.
Okay, not that we had a bad show. I
No, the
think
interviews were great,
The interviews were
but-
good.
but I mean,
just
just
this us driving
hauling
up to
that shit up
Steubenville,
there.
hauling that shit,
Unloading
and then
all
we
that
had
shit.
that disaster with the speakers. Me and
Yes.
Jubb were running to Walmart,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
called,
I
fixed
and,
it.
and
I
Jeff
get it.
calls
Like a
me.
time.
Jeff called me, was like, "We got it," or sorry, I think it was Jeff
it
called
was
me.
me,
Said,
yeah.
Yeah, I
we
said
got
Jeff
it.
called them. I think we got
Yep.
it.
We got it. And then yeah, but it just I think hauling all that shit
It's
up
tough,
there.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was the worst part for sure.
it was.
The what was? What'd you say,
Hauling
Bruce?
up all the
This-
stuff up there was terrible.
Do you guys remember?
Oh,
when
and
we-
you weren't sure about the speaker system up there, and
That was. It wasn't
that was-
easy.
yeah.
We were back there for an hour and a half trying
Yeah.
to fuck
Well,
with that
yeah,
thing.
because Matt, we got in there and that speaker system was like archaic. It was like an old thing, and we couldn't figure it
Yeah,
out.
it wasn't.
I mean, that was probably that, and then River City, the
Halloween.
last time
Halloween was the
by
worst.
far.
Halloween was awful.
Griff's calling me right.
Well,
Halloween was bad.
I don't know if you guys remember Scaffidi's when we were bringing the desk in. That door, the door fell off the door.
Oh, my God,
the
yeah.
door, it fell off the hinges and fell over. And we're like,
The guy
We-
said,
but
"I
the guy
don't worry,
said-
this
he
happens
said, yeah,
all the
that
time."
happens all the time.
Oh, well, good.
Oh, all
I
right.
said, now we're gonna have to buy a brand new door.
I know.
Yeah, with the door.
We're not getting paid, and we got to pay for the door.
We didn't even buy beers
too.
yet.
Halloween too, doing the judging, and we're trying to get
That
all
was-
these people.
That was rough.
That was bad.
I tell you what, it
We took
started
it serious, though.
Well, we did, and I think that was
Yeah.
probably part of our problem.
Yeah.
Well,
we took
yeah,
it
we
probably
did.
too
Right.
serious.
Well, I feel like it kind of was an obligation because
I
we were
agree.
giving
It was.
away so
Yeah,
much
that's a good
shit.
point.
Yeah.
A trip to Nashville and
I walked around. I'm not kidding you. I probably walked around in that monkey suit, like literal monkey suit, not a tuxedo, a literal monkey suit. I probably walked 20 times around that entire place, like looking for people to judge for this contest. There was then just getting set up, and then during the show, and our whole thing just ate shit, and nobody cared, and it was like it was such an eye opener. Like, oh, okay, maybe we're not as good as we
Didn't
think
during
we
that
are.
show,
I'll go ahead.
we were supposed to carve pumpkins or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't even bring like the
Wow.
tools or something.
I think we had so many ideas that we were gonna do, and then it just was like,
Yeah, Chris went and got
Yeah,
pumpkin
yeah,
cutters
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, I think we got in there and then we realized this is not good. we just bailed on everything.
yeah, we did.
Nobody could hear us.
And
Yeah,
this
it was-
is not a knock towards you by no means, because by no means.
Oh, Jeff.
You fucking were hyperventilating.
Oh, Jeff.
You
So
couldn't
mad,
even catch.
Jeff.
And then
Jeff,
like
I was so mad.
And it's okay because I'll be honest, it happens to the best of us. But like I think our intro, we went through our intro, it was supposed to be like 20 minutes in like 33 seconds.
Yeah, Jeff, I remember coming up to you and I was like, Jeff, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Because he was going nuts about something.
Well,
because
I couldn't get things to work. I couldn't get the brand new speakers that we just went over and bought. I couldn't get them to work. And then I'm thinking, okay, now these aren't going to work, and the guys weren't there yet. So
That
I'm
was the
thinking,
Halloween
okay,
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was Halloween.
I'd say
was a
River City
nightmare.
was tough a couple of
Yeah, I
times.
agree.
Yeah.
The Rough and Rowdy, but the Italian Festival one was not
That
one
was
of
brutal.
probably one of our. I was definitely not one of our most exciting.
forgot we
events.
were there
Right.
3
I
times.
was really. It was like
We didn't.
I've been to more exciting
Which
funerals.
one did we try to get through when we started? Because we started late. Which
Halloween.
Halloween.
That was
one was it? We just
Halloween.
couldn't wait to get through.
Could
Yeah,
not
it was bad.
wait.
Hey,
Like I said, he kept on hitting my leg.
Hey, I think the Generations show with the high school with Park and them. I
That
think
was
that
really
was cool.
cool.
Yeah,
that was good.
that turned out pretty
Yeah,
cool.
There were a
Wow.
shit ton of people there, too.
Job's boy Mike Hawk helped us out with the
Yes.
sound.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Or was that the first one?
The
Was that
first
the very
one-
first show?
What did we do?
No, we did that test show there. That was just okay. We had a lot of sound problems that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, and I think we just like talked that day.
Yeah,
And
we
then
just,
I think
we just did it like a regular podcast.
Beer
It was
chugging.
like we did the beer chugging.
we
We
did-
had some fun stuff there.
Yeah.
Because this is like behind the scenes. It's like we ran out of gimmicks to do, so it was like, well, once we get past beer chugging,
Yeah, trivia.
what are we gonna do?
We did trivia. We did beer chugging. We did more beer chugging. Yeah.
Because those
Seemed to be
environments are not conducive to like a conversation. Like,
not even a
little
especially
bit.
like if we're
tough.
trying to have a conversation and be funny. Number one, nobody really cares because we're not being excited. Number two, they can't hear us.
No,
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of talking lips. And actually, I fucked up that night, too, because we were going around doing a question, and I duplicated a question. You remember this? And literally, and usually, here's the deal. Like, I usually don't get stage fright. I fucking froze. Like, I couldn't find another question. I think I looked at Matt. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
The first
That's too funny.
the first live show at Generations, I was a mess. That when we first started, I couldn't speak.
You were sweating profusely.
Oh, fuck
that
yeah,
night.
you
Well,
did.
because I was okay, and then all of a sudden I looked out and there's a sea of people, and I went, "Oh Jesus!"
And
this
those
is
lights
not
were
good."
hot. They were burning your
Yeah,
face.
they were hot.
Holy
Cools,
God.
what was your favorite moment?
Oh man, I gotta say my hole in one on that golf cart
yeah.
tournament, man.
I was thinking about that the other day. Cools.
I could not believe
Just
I
if-
hit that in
if,
there.
If we
That was
had the
badass.
camera-
That was
if we had
badass.
the camera down there on that.
What's his
Yeah.
name came running down the cameraman, and he ate shit
Yeah.
down that hill.
Yeah. You could tell because there was water on the on the
lens.
lens
Yeah, when he filmed
when
it.
he got up.
And then my next swing, I shank it right in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's
He
right,
put
yeah.
The immediate shot after the whole one. Right
Yeah.
into the woods.
Hits it
Yeah, that
right
was
in the
that
woods.
was a good one. I think my favorite episode I think was 17 when Champ was there and we had everybody was there.
that
was
the
nice.
whole
Getting
the whole
fucked
crew
up
was there.
episode?
Yeah, that one everybody was there. Heck, we had 2 seats behind because Soup and Coach were back there because we didn't have enough seats because the whole crew was there. And probably overall, I thought. Probably saw the softball thing up at West Lib. I really
was
enjoyed
a
that because I
blast,
kind of that
Maybe
was
the
kind of
High-
my,
the
that was kind
Highsmith
of my,
thing was awesome,
my little
too.
idea. But Highsmith golf that's hard to beat.
That
though.
was a good one.
That
That
was
was really
that
good.
was
Truly
something.
unbelievable.
Cooley and I were stealing strawberry shortcake popsicles in the clubhouse. At the
Oh, really?
I
You
was
never
so
told us about
hungry.
that.
I don't think I knew that either.
He was.
Oh, yeah.
He
Hey,
was.
Bob Nutting will charge you for that.
Yeah, he bought
yeah,
like
yeah,
$100
yeah.
Give me a pine head
He-
bill now.
Cheap bastard.
Had 'em
Yeah.
the next
Cooley
day.
was hungry, and there was a freezer full of all these strawberry shortcake, and that was all that was in there. And he
I couldn't wait any longer.
yeah,
I had
and
to
he
eat.
came to me. He's like, "Hey, you think I can steal one of those?" And I said, "No."
That's
And then-
G-Man Choi's favorite snack, bro.
I don't think you're switching on
and
there,
then
Joe.
he stole one. He stole one, and I was like, "All right, well then I'm gonna steal one afterwards." And damn, they were good. Oh, that was when Soup
I love those things.
hit a ball. So, long
Yeah,
story
yeah.
short, we were whacking balls out of PNC Park,
Yeah,
like smashing
really
them out of
far.
Yeah,
PNC
we probably
Park.
weren't even.
Three
we weren't
woods
supposed to do
driver.
that.
And Soup was
We weren't
doing
supposed to
it.
do
Soup
that.
was
No.
he was laughing. He was just howling. And I said, "Soup, what if you hit somebody in the top of the head that was walking outside there?" And you would have thought I said he shot 6 people because we finish up.
This is
And we're wrapping up. I'm putting the clubs away. We're getting our gear together. And Soup says, okay, I'm gonna run out to center field. And I'm like, why are you going out to center field? We're leaving. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. He goes, I just want to go. I want to go to center field. So I think that maybe he's sentimental about being there, and he's gonna go like pray or something out in center field and look at the cityscape or something. And then he gets back to the car like 10 minutes later, and I said, Soup, what are you doing? And then it clicked, and I said, you went out there to check if you hit somebody top in the head. And he said, yeah, I couldn't live with it.
Yeah, that was
That'd
funny
been
because
awesome to be out there and seeing those balls fly.
well,
out there.
yeah, it was
awesome.
funny because I think it was we just started hitting them, and then Alex, this guy's an NFL player, and he was like, oh, I'm going to do it too. And he started hitting them out into the river too.
Yeah, didn't he hit one off the
hit one
Clemente
off the
Bridge?
bridge.
Hit one off the bridge.
This is
Hit one off the
incredible.
bridge, off the batter's eye, and he was having a blast.
He was
told
hitting
us
his
he
wedges like 300 yards.
Yeah,
I was
And
gonna say, that's
he,
gonna
yeah.
be
He
hitting
said he
balls.
would have
Wow.
he would have stayed there all night with us, but he had to go do
You
something.
know,
That's
Jared,
great.
they're talking about hitting them out. I saw a video. Well, I watched a video of you guys, but I saw some other video of guys doing the same thing. I don't know if it was at that particular park, but it's almost like a natural. You want to jack the ball as far as you can.
Yeah,
I mean, it
absolutely.
does seem very unsafe because just
Yeah.
walking around the the river, wherever, anywhere outside that stadium, and hitting the ball 300 yards. But I would have tried to do the same thing too.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like
everybody would
Well,
have.
that's like when you go to the driving range. What do you want to hit on the driving range?
The picker.
The guy that's
Yeah.
pulling on a
Yeah.
cart. That's the very first thing you want to do.
And
Just try
everybody
to
laughs.
The
Yeah.
best,
It's
one of the best things.
Up against the cage.
And not work on your swing range. Hit the guy in the picker. Picking the balls.
Well, real golfers go there for
Well, yeah,
practice.
Yeah,
There's no real golfers here.
There's no real golfers.
Oh, Cooley is.
I'm on the
He's
way.
the closest thing
That's a
to
good
it.
point.
Yeah,
I'm this close to being banned from the tournament.
You
Yeah,
are.
he-
No, yeah,
I'm gonna
I
stay.
don't know, after that shot you shanked into the woods, I said,
Yeah.
he's back.
He's all right.
Following the hole in one.
That bad, but then when you went,
Yeah.
I saw a couple other bad ones out of
Oh,
it.
there was plenty of bad ones.
Yeah, so I think you'll be all right for another year.
I
You're
think so,
safe for
too.
another year.
I think. I lost my train of thought.
the picker at the golf course.
Oh yeah, the one of the better like I've golfed at the driving range like maybe a little over 10 times, and I don't have many memories, but the best memory from that thing ever was Sam, who was on A Bettor's Last Stand on a NASCAR show.
Yeah.
Go check that out. It's on YouTube. We get there, we just set up, and we're just getting our balls out. Guy gets into the picker, and he pulls out, and he doesn't make it 10 feet, and Sam peels
Hit it off the heel.
hit a golf ball so hard it smacked right off the center of the
Right off the
windscreen.
windshield, right? The guy probably was just there like
It was like 8 a.m.
Here
too.
we
Didn't even
go.
move.
Here we go.
You know when you're not a golfer is when you say you've golfed the driving range 10 times.
Yes. Well, yeah, golf the drive.
And I remember, it made everybody's day. He was laughing. Tim Pavlik was on the floor laughing so hard because we hit these.
That was probably one of his proudest moments.
Oh,
yeah,
He's
incredible.
loving
Well,
it.
he was drinking, by the way, at that point.
Yeah.
We were both hungover. Really
I
bad,
can't
but-
believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 8:30 in the
A
morning.
lot of
too,
it,
so.
probably can't even think of a lot of the fun memories. Like some stuff isn't even like you guys are mentioning things, and it starts coming back to me. I said, "Oh my god, yeah, that's like."
I forgot
one of the
about
coolest.
Karen Bauer. That's the one thing I completely forgot we did that.
That was
blast.
awesome.
That was really fun. And then you know another fun thing we did that wasn't a podcast, but down here the live Christmas show when you guys were
that
were
was
on
fun.
in here.
Oh, that was a
yeah.
blast.
You guys were getting hammered.
So much
That was
fun.
everybody's who hadn't been on the radio's first chance to be on.
Virginized.
We even had
you guys
Nick.
been on the radio.
Nick was
We were
with us.
drinking that day.
Yeah,
That
we went
was-
on around 4
Say
o'clock,
was with
didn't
us.
we?
That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
That was it.
great.
That whole day was
That was-
unbelievable.
that
I
was
hope
an
to God
awesome
we
day.
can relive that day again because that was so
that was
much
nice.
fun.
Yeah, that radio, that whole party was.
Well, I think that's when Rocky and Kayleen realized it.
I think
We're-
When we had to go
We're
for
all
more beer
in.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I'm
You guys
not.
remember how cold it was that day?
Yeah, it was
Fucking
total-
brutal.
Yeah,
Bad
I
wind.
left Jeff left with me, and I left my keys in here, and I had to run in. I came outside, and Jeff was like in an ice cube. He was going, are you going to go home? You gonna go?
The only positive was I kept job warm because I was moving so much.
I think we probably had 16 guys in here at one point.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot.
And it got hot quick.
We
Oh,
had a
yeah.
lot of guys, and there was a lot of beer consumed.
Oh
that-
my God.
that
And
day.
who went-
Ridiculous
Who went
amounts.
out and got more?
Stormy.
Storm went out. Storm went out.
Yeah, that was
a bunch of beer.
So much fun.
That was a
that was a
blast.
good one.
so much.
We watched Duel, WWE, MXC, just a slate.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Kayleen
I
and
know.
Rocky at that point realized, hey, these guys are going to be fun to be on the team.
Yeah.
And I think Rocky even said, Matt or somebody said, this is how I want it to be all the time.
Yeah.
What, every Friday or something?
Well, yeah, I just
Every day, let's go.
Yeah.
What's the next holiday we get to have a party?
St. Patty's. No, that's actually Friday.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
That's actually Friday. We'll have to
We'll
get another
that
one
Easter
down.
bunny with the rubbers. Will be
Yeah.
fun.
We'll have to get
Now
one
that's a
down
party,
here.
Matt.
We'll have
That's
to
a
get one
party.
and invite everybody down and have a really good time.
We're gonna have to get a bigger room. They got this coffee table in here now. Guys will be laying on that.
Yeah, they will be sitting on there, but
Listen, we've come a long way. We really appreciate everything. I mean, this has been really awesome. I would have, if you would have told me this, we'd have our own studio office, a radio show,
a hamburger.
all kinds of stuff. A hamburger, which is my favorite thing in the world.
It is good. God, it is a good.
It is good.
I could go on and on and on and on and on about all the stuff that I couldn't imagine or am thankful for. But we are more thankful for everybody, all of you that have been following us this whole time. All 826 of you, 27 of you that have followed along from the beginning. We got a long way to go still. We're not stopping anytime soon. At least I don't think we are.
Just getting
we're picking
started.
Yeah, we're picking up steam. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, but you don't just have to listen to the podcast. We have some other stuff out there, too, like Bettor's Last Stand, our sports betting show covering all things sports and betting, or Soup and Stuff, where Soup sits down with business owners, athletes, and other professionals for good conversation. Or, if you want to listen to us live, you can tune into The Watchdog, FM 98.1 or AM 1600. Or you can listen live online at thewatchdognetwork.com. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast. All right, so we took our trip down memory lane. Sorry if that might have bored you, us just talking about ourselves for 30 minutes. But it's important we look back on where we come from and take a gander into where we're heading. But a couple of things. This is episode 50. If you haven't watched every episode, go watch them on YouTube. Listen to them on Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. Again, WKKX show Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We're not going to be on this Thursday, so today, if you're listening to this, we're not on.
Mountaineers bumped us.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, woohoo.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Where are you watching that game?
I might go down to Wakeham's.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
At 12:15.
Down Wakeham's.
Yeah, down there.
Yeah.
Down Aintree.
Yeah. But no, we St. Patrick's Day Friday. I'm not doing anything.
You won't be out drinking green beer anywhere?
No, I mean I'll wear green maybe, but
If you remember.
Underwear.
yeah,
Green underwear.
yeah, I have a lot of green.
Warwood Viking color.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's a good point.
Josie.
But no, St. Patrick's Day is Friday. Happy St. Patrick's Day if you're listening
For
to this
all
now.
you drunk Irish people
O'Doyle
like
rolls.
us.
O'Doyle rolls.
O'Doyle. We all got Irish blood too. so-
Quilligan blood.
Yeah. Cool, you have Irish blood?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, we all do.
He's-
That's
They're
good. Yeah.
He's
Any
a
one
na-
of a drunk Irishman.
He's a Native American.
Does that offend you guys when someone calls you a drunken Mick? Like, I think it's funny.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't know what that means.
I can honestly say
Like,
that-
you know how
Mick
like
is like-
McCormick, McCrae, McKay, all the that was like considered a slur. I mean, I guess it might be, but I don't see it that
Matt,
way
I'm
at
going to
all.
ask you a personal question.
Sure.
Is there one word in this fucking English dictionary that would fucking make you cry and go into a corner?
Me?
That's a no.
No.
I'll answer
No.
it for you.
Absolutely not. But,
You can call me whatever the fuck you
right.
want to call me.
Exactly.
Don't care.
actually, I wouldn't really prefer to be called a liar or thief.
Yeah,
but
you know what?
I would take a little objection, but it wouldn't offend me.
What about
Yeah,
a
that-
crook?
the
that's
actual
fair.
word.
Yeah, offend wouldn't. That's I should have put it differently.
Yeah, no,
yes.
yeah. But other than that, no, you're spot on.
Yeah.
What about a crook, Matt?
Well, I am not a crook. As Chip said. Yeah. I don't want to be a crook either. I don't
Yeah,
want to be
don't
a
be-
dumb crook.
Don't be a crook.
Yeah, speaking of dumb crooks, listen to our listen. The good transition here.
Yeah.
Listen to our radio show. I know I just mentioned it, but listen, if you're young and you listen to this, listen to the radio show, because I know a lot of people think, radio.
Hey, tell them how to get to it, because that might not be easy for a young person.
True.
It's true.
That thing in your car.
I know that talk radio sounds like it'd be boring, us talking about like the current state of Wyoming or whatever, but we have fun. We have fun with it. We have great guests. We have fun segments. 2 Lies and a Florida Guy, Time Machine. We got
Roy C. Mercer, a regular caller.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So listen to the radio show. That's you can find it on the watchdognetwork.com. Literally just type it in. The first thing you see is a little play button, and you can play it right at noon when we come on.
Yeah, and the link's usually on our Instagram or Facebook. So
just go listen to it. You'd have a blast. You can call in, text in, email in, and we'll interact with you. Come on. Just go listen to it. Let's bring radio back from the dead. Let's bring it back. Come on. We got it's in a coma right now, so we got to bring it out of death.
Wake it up.
Yeah, shock it out.
Yeah, get the
feeding tube is in. We
Yeah.
want to take that feeding tube out.
We got the paddles cooking. We just need a good charge. But no, listen to that, and that's pretty much it. We got March Madness coming up. Matt, I don't know if you want to hit on that real quick.
No, not really. Just we talked about it enough on the radio, so check it out. We'll have one on Bettor's Last Stand. We'll talk a bunch about it tomorrow. Going to try to do a little rundown with Champ in his Final Four. I think that'll be good.
That'll be great.
We don't have to get into it, but you do seem kind of bummed. Are you truly not a fan at this time of year?
No, I am. I've just talked about it so much, and I'll be talking about it tomorrow and the next day, and it's like it's cool.
His life's going to be hell for the next.
Yeah,
I was going to say your life.
It's going to be the four busiest days of the year, pretty much. So, I'm excited to a degree. Obviously, I mean it's a good vibe. It's a good excitement.
Do you think there'll ever be a perfect bracket?
No, not this year. Especially.
I got it
today.
I say about
what is it?
9 zillion
1 in 9 quintillion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chances.
Jubb might have.
And what, Cooley? You have a bet with Soup, right?
Soup, yes, I have. He gets 50 years. We're on like year 2 or 3 right now. For him to
For what?
get a perfect bracket, and if it doesn't happen, he owes me like $10 million.
I love his optimism, but it ain't gonna work.
He thinks he can do that?
He's saying
he doesn't have to do it.
There will be.
Yeah.
I
Somebody-
If there's one that happens within 50 years of human existence,
I thought
then
Soup was saying he would do it.
no.
Well, if there's anybody that believes he could do it, it'd probably be him.
Yes.
I think Jubb's got a shot.
I think I got it. Real quick, let's go around and pick our winners. I want to do that.
Like 4 teams. Sorry, go ahead.
You only know 4.
Sorry. Don't look at me like that.
Job knows all of them.
I know all of them. Who's your winner?
Florida State. Are they in it?
No, not even close.
Say
Kansas.
So if I had to pick one, that's who
I
I'd go
go
with.
Kansas
as well.
versus TCU.
yeah.
TCU in it?
Yeah.
Well, the
I
problem
don't
is
think they're in the same
they're in
region.
the same
I think.
region.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll never work. Good job.
good start.
Jarek, go.
Tennessee.
Jeff.
I would say Kansas too.
UCLA.
It's an
I'm
easy
sticking
pick.
with UCLA.
Marquette.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have them going
Well,
deep.
they're the number 2 seed.
number
so
2 in the-
I have them against Kansas
What's
in the
Purdue
final.
at?
They're 1
Purdue's
seed.
1.
I like Purdue too, though. Can they match up against each other? Kansas versus Purdue?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
that.
I got Oral Roberts and TCU facing off against each other.
Oral dentistry.
My smart bet would probably be Bama, but I'm gonna
Alabama
pull
looked
I'm gonna
very,
pull
very
for
good
the,
last week.
The Vols.
I'd say Alabama versus UCLA.
Real quick, and then we don't have to talk about this anymore because it went in one ear and out the other this morning. So, who is if you were to bet there being a dark horse, like somebody that could realistically have a chance to win, but is also like people would make fun of,
Like a lower
normally.
seed.
Florida Atlantic.
All right.
Owls.
There you
That's
go.
my pick.
Boom.
They'll probably lose tomorrow or Thursday.
Oh yeah, and for you losers who haven't listened to us on the radio,
Losers.
yeah, you
Goddamn
losers.
bastards.
Yes.
We have a March Madness bracket, a Watchdog Madness bracket, where you could have been entered to be into get a
And some
big screen
of
TV.
our faithful listeners, just to
Right,
mention, to highlight a few of
This is
our
a great
people,
one, yeah.
we have Dizzy Stewart
Yeah,
with the
Dizzy
number
checked
13 Furman. That's supposed to
Right.
be Dicey, but they got her listed as Dizzy.
Dizzy.
She got Furman. Emily Pavlik got Maryland. And then we had Kevin Curry with Vermont. Let's see. Zach Nolde, Northwestern. Sam Robinson, Kent State.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, some guy named Blake Kettlewell, UC Santa Barbara, a.k.a. Soup.
Yeah.
He probably is going to make us be suspended from the station
Yeah,
for
we should
having one of
probably-
our own members in there.
We should probably give that to somebody else.
Yeah, it's
we'll
his dad.
give it. Well, I don't think you UCSB. I don't think they got it.
I don't know. They might be all right.
The Gauchos, right?
We also had Pepite
Yes, they are
Fisher
the
with
Gauchos.
Montana State.
Pete.
Yeah.
Well, who had Gibbs-Zaga?
Oh, Gibbs-Zaga. Yeah, Gibbs-Zaga belonged to Cannon Beresford.
Nice.
Gibbs-Zaga. Good luck.
Nice.
Jubber, I'm surprised you didn't run out Oral Roberts versus Colgate. that-
Dental hygiene.
Yeah.
D all the
Oh,
above.
wow.
Huh.
All the
Jeff.
dental hygienists
That's why
will
they
pick
pay the
that.
big bucks, Jeff.
Right there it is.
Who, Matt?
Yes.
Any Masters talk?
Oh, no, we're still a ways away from that. We got the Valspar this week, so we'll talk Masters when we get closer. It's coming
That's
up.
paint, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Your dad's probably
Gotta love-
sponsored the
yeah.
tournament. And he
Literally,
bought so much
right?
paint
No
down
doubt.
there.
Oh, I think he's
Title
a
sponsor.
he's a Sherwin-Williams guy.
Yeah, no, I know he is
Yeah,
that
he's a
now. Yeah,
Sherwin
he's a
guy.
Sherwin. Yeah.
Hey, I tell you, your dad saved me a shit ton of money.
Why's that?
Because when I was doing all my painting at my house, I was going to go to Lowe's. He said, no, go out to Sherwin-Williams. And he goes, tell him you know me. And then the guy
Take
says,
the business account.
yeah, the
Right.
business guy. He saved me like $25 a gallon of paint.
Really?
And
That
every
shit's
time I
expensive.
went out there, the very first time, I said, I'll be back here again. And I said, I'm just starting out. And he says, well, anytime you're here, man, just let us know. And even if I'm not working here, he said,
$25 per gallon you
just
saved?
about. It
Wow,
was-
man,
it was
that's
like-
a
mammoth
huge.
savings.
What's the price of a
Well,
gallon?
I think I was
Sometimes
paying,
in the 80s.
Yeah, I'd say it's expensive.
And I think I was getting charged like 55.
Yeah, that's a really
What
good
color did you
choice.
go with?
Eggshell.
All of our listeners are going to
That's
go.
the color?
Well, actually, I'm going to plug Sherwin-Williams here in a second after
It's
he's
really
done.
good paint.
Well, it's not only that. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if
Fuck. I fucking don't read.
Was it what?
Chris
look-
had-
It was
Just-
like a fern something. And
His 9-acre estate,
I
he had to
don't
paint.
even-
He had like 11 different colors.
I don't even remember. I swear to
was
God.
it?
Pixie
It's
pig.
what?
It's like
What
a-
actual color? Like green or
Yeah.
green?
Well, I have two different greens. One's called pickle. It was called pickle.
Wow.
And then the
That's
other
a
one's
good color.
frosted fern is the other one.
Oh,
And then there's another
for
one.
frosted flakes.
I
We
can't-
should come up with a paint brand, and all the the colors just be heinous names.
Like your brown, it'd be shit.
Yeah. Like
No,
one that's
champ
like
after hot sausage. Would
one that's
no.
like a reddish brown. It'd be like that could be
be
like,
right.
like
Well,
champ
actually
after
do a
chili day
bracket.
at the Pine Room.
You can do a bracket. A bracket of them.
Can we have can we have Kevin Curry as a consultant? I mean, if you want it to be heinous, when you said red,
baby food,
when you
brown.
said red,
red-
it'd get real bad.
Dawn-
It'd get real
Dawn-
bad.
cherry cheesecake.
yeah, cherry.
Cinder blocked the Donna's head red.
Oh,
Cherry cheesecake.
black cherry. Yeah.
Well, all right. Curry, email us some paint names. Email some
So
paint
don't use your
names.
school email.
Yeah.
He'll get fired
the
immediately.
K-12. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's. Oh, real quick, I want to ask this. Talking about paint, do you guys think painting an interior of a room black is cool?
Yeah, hell yeah, absolutely.
I've seen a couple videos recently of people painting like their living room and their steps and like their bedroom black. It looks incredible.
Yeah, I think black's. I think like a black. I think even like a bathroom. I think is cool. Like
I think
maybe
black's
some, like
very. You got to be careful. Your dad would know better than me, but from what I've done with dark paints, you got to be careful with the lighting on those. And certain finishes in black, and with the wrong shine, it'll look like shit.
You know what I saw?
But I think if lit correctly, I agree.
Yeah.
But, like, I like this color you guys got
This
in here.
color here is
I-
awesome.
Fantastic.
Totally awesome.
I saw-
But again, the lighting lends to it. It's really well lit,
Yeah.
so it looks good.
I would agree.
We almost really
Yeah.
blew it. We got this like eggplant blue.
I remember you didn't
yeah,
like
it was like a real. It was like a almost like a
It's
bright
like
navy.
you know, like
kinda.
Yeah.
like our post one blue, like
Yeah.
that bright blue.
Yeah, it was a real
was like
bright-
that, and it was not good, man.
Good pick here.
It was not good.
Yeah,
it
kinda-
was going to look like a bounce house or something, like Chuck E. Cheese.
It was a little
Professional in here,
overwhelming.
though. Very professional in here.
And
Looks nice.
we put it up, and immediately he's like, we did like a whole
Yeah,
wall, and Jub
he
goes,
hated it. I remember that.
Yep. It's like I just don't like it. And we came in
I
here,
got
and
that thing, man. If something ain't right, it ain't gonna work. And that's just the fact of the matter.
I saw a guy paint his drop ceiling black. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, I
maybe
like
we
it.
could do
I
that
think
here.
if well lit and painted with the great kind of finish, I think it can be cool.
Two
Cool.
colors that are starting to be a little different for pool liners is black and red.
Ooh, red. I feel like
Red looks
Pool liners,
red,
black?
Yeah.
red looks
Ew, I don't know
I
about
think,
red.
I think
like you're
black
jumping
liner-
a pool like a pool of blood.
Well, isn't
dumb, like
isn't,
weird people.
That'd be all right for the girls.
God, what do you do to black liner? Like, how do you, I mean, I'd be worried about breaking my neck.
I know,
Listen,
right?
Jeez.
I may be wrong here, but I think black liner isn't that good to heat. It probably heats your pool better. I would
I'm
think.
sure it
Makes sense.
retains the
Yeah,
heat a
it
lot
retains
better.
the heat. It's a good point.
Wait, so Chris, so if we painted the bottom brown, it would be good too.
Well, you can disguise.
You
it
can
better.
disguise
Yeah,
it.
it would be if it just goes right to the bottom.
We got a floater, ladies and gentlemen. We got a floater.
Oh shit!
Thanks for asking that. Though.
Did you guys know that they have that chemical in pools and like amusement parks that if you
turns
pee
to
in
dye.
it turns blue?
Here's the deal. They're obviously the wives' tales of all this. So you've seen this with your own eyes?
I saw it in a
have.
movie.
I saw it on Twitter the other day.
What?
Saw it on Twitter. A lady peed in a public pool and it turned blue.
Did they
She a
kill
heavy
her?
set girl? I've seen that.
Yes.
Heavy set girl? Yes.
Yeah.
They hit her with a ball bat?
She was taken. She was taken away by the cartel.
Wait.
Matt, she'd end up being the victim in today's world.
No, wait. Now
We're
hold
gonna
on.
beat her
How
up.
old
Time
was
out.
she? 4?
Time out.
If she was anything older than that, then we got a
Wait.
problem.
He said she was a big fatty.
She was heavy
She
set
was.
girl, yeah.
She was.
I got a question for Jeff. Being that you're a pool owner,
Yes.
do you pee in the pool?
Fuck yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, for anybody that says that they don't,
I mean, I don't do it currently, but I mean, I'm sure I did back when I was young.
to say that I do, I'm not saying that that's
I
my
always
common
feel
practice.
bad about doing it.
But to
in
say
public
that I
pool.
I
haven't
couldn't.
done.
You know what?
I mean, when I exercise in the pool, fuck no, because I'm swallowing
blame
half
that.
that water.
Jeff, if
I mean,
I
I don't swallow it, but it
in
goes
your
in my ears, eyes.
I would never. I could never do this.
You-
If I was in your pool swimming,
And I appreciate it. But let me,
Never.
don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
I
Listen,
can't
it's
do
not
it.
that I'm sitting there just peeing
Disclaimer.
freely in my pool.
Right.
But to
It's
say
like
that I
it's like
haven't
those
done
fountains
it,
with
I'd
the
be
little guy
lying.
pissing in
Yeah,
it.
Here's my argument to that. If you're in a even a domestic pool like you guys have, the volume of which you could pee gets totally diluted and then wiped out by chlorine before
Yeah,
it
no,
even
it
gets
would.
a certain distance.
Without a doubt.
Which, I mean, obviously, if you had 17, there's like an episode of South Park where everybody pees in the pool and then the pee limit gets too high and the whole park fills with pee. But now, obviously, if 16 people were peeing in the same spot,
Yeah,
in the
probably
pool,
not a good
that's
thing.
gross, too. Do you pee in the ocean?
Oh, absolutely.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's got to be a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, I mean,
You got too far to walk.
It's just
Yeah.
When
washing
you have
up
to-
on the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
It's just gonna wash up on shore. So it's-
You're not
it's gone.
pooping.
Well, those
We're not
bubbles are
shitting
going-
in the...
No, but I meant like it's just gonna go away.
That's why you see all that foam along the shoreline.
that's all
Yeah,
pee.
right.
That's probably why that algae's growing.
Yeah.
across the
It's
See,
all
that's
world.
seaweed, right?
Yep.
CP.
One thing I
That
like...
is gross, though.
What do you think
What?
the percentage? I would imagine the percentage is higher than not, though. Don't you guys?
Oh,
think
yeah,
so?
yeah,
absolutely.
way higher.
Absolutely.
I'd say 98, close to 99% of people pee in the pool.
And the thing about it, that's one reason, honestly, you won't mostly catch me in a public pool. Nor, and I tell you something else that you have to be careful with is hot tubs. Because hot tubs are fucking gross.
I never get into a hot
like
tub
a public
ever.
hot tub,
Disgusting.
fucking
The
gross.
worst bacteria traps ever.
Without a doubt.
He
I
loves
get
it.
in a hot tub all the time.
Well, I'm saying, but that's your own.
Oh yeah, you
No,
mean
no,
like a
no.
No, your
I'm
own's
saying
fine.
public- yeah, your
You
own.
would-
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Now you
But
wouldn't get
go
in,
to-
you wouldn't get
No,
into
like in a hotel or so. Oh God, it's sick. You get venereal disease.
You really can.
Clap.
With
That's
stupid
gross.
Fucking
shit.
especially for women.
Yes.
I'd be real worried if I was.
Yeah.
it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Cool's is having sex in them.
Here's one of my things to and I don't understand. Everybody has to at least know somebody with a pool. You think that's a decent
I
fact?
think that's a fair statement.
Like somebody, like if if you have a decent amount of friends, one of those people either they have a pool or they know somebody that has a pool, so you could have access to a private pool. You think that's a decent?
For most people.
I don't think that's a fair statement. I think knowing somebody that has a pool, but to say you have access to their pool, I don't know if that they
I would say inner city people have a hard time
That
finding
too.
that, especially low income housing areas.
All right. Well, my point to that was being
we just completely
Sorry.
well,
caught.
no.
But like around this area for where we live, yeah, I think it's kind of a
I
fair
get that.
statement.
Well, no, my point, but that still holds my point, though. Like, knowing it. All right, so let's just say people that don't have access to a pool, keep that out of them because this doesn't apply because obviously they need a place. They don't need a place, but if they want to go take a swim. But if I'm me, and I know Cooley has a pool, I know you have a pool, I would never in a million years go to a public pool and swim. Like,
No,
ever.
I get that. I truly do get that.
Because what's the point?
You mean like leisure swim? Like
I would never go, hey, you guys want to go down to
I
the
agree.
pool and to the Wheeling Park pool and take a dip?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Do you want to go on a
that's-
water slide?
It's
That like
disgusting.
actually scares me. A
Yeah.
public pool scares me.
I have respect.
I don't.
for that.
It's like actually really. I don't.
The smell, I can smell it right now, what it smells like.
I mean, and
Smells
I
like
think it's-
chlorine to the max.
But I don't. Something though, when it's summer and I see people at a public pool, I think it's kind of like.
Oh, it makes you
not
happy,
good-
right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with that. 100%.
Kids running around like idiots, falling on the
I don't
concrete.
see any
and-
problem.
Got the knees a little bit.
yeah, falling on the concrete,
I
slipping on the
makes you feel
diving.
good.
Yeah, slipping on the
Right?
diving board.
Toughen up,
Hold
kid.
on, what are you
Goddamn.
saying?
Well, I wouldn't go because I have my own pool. But like, if I didn't have my own pool, then yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But-
If people don't have access, obviously, then they can have a place.
well, like if you don't, just because you know somebody that has a pool doesn't mean you always have access.
I know,
to
but
it.
I'm saying, let's say people don't
Especially
have
if you
access.
have kids, I think. Public
No,
pool,
I'd
right?
never take my kids to a
Take your
public
kids
pool.
where
No
I'm
way.
at.
Well, I can honestly say if I didn't have a pool, I wouldn't go to a pool.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I'd be a
Right.
really
I
white
would
dude.
Like,
I
I
would
don't-
just buy an inflatable one.
I
With a
don't-
little-
right?
I
Put
don't
beer
think-
in that ice.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Swim in the ice in the beer.
have you
Yes.
ever been in a position where you go, God, I got to get in the pool right now. I have to get in the
No,
pool right
never.
now. Never.
I never have.
But like, obviously, having one's nice to get into, but like, it's not like a survival.
Like have to have one kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
No.
Jeff, when's your favorite time to get in the pool?
Actually, probably after doing a bunch of work,
I
I
knew
was
you were
just
gonna
gonna
say
say
that.
after you cut the grass.
or the fact of the matter, not even so much cutting the grass, but like even I like evening swims, but unfortunately our summers are so fucked up anymore. Even though my pool's 90, it's still cold sometimes at night. But yeah, I tell you, there's something about a drink and a cigar in the pool and relaxing. That's
Do you like a
hot dogs.
Do you like a warm pool or a cold pool?
hands down. Like truly, I'm a little bitch when it comes to my pool. It's set at 88, and we put a
God.
solar cover on it.
Jesus.
People,
my.
I'll be honest,
Oh,
with you,
I
people are
like that.
miserable.
I couldn't do
No,
that.
you're
Well,
not
when
wrong,
I
no.
exercise, I want it cold.
Oh, I like that,
Yeah.
Jeff.
I want like hypothermic.
Jeff, I've never been in your pool.
You're more than
before.
welcome anytime.
I'm
Clothing's
gonna
optional.
come over.
Clothing
Nick-
is optional.
Nick always gets on you.
I
for
heard
the,
that about your pool.
Yeah, damn straight.
Sometimes I heard something.
Do you think
about
Do you
that.
think I'd get in trouble if I walked across the street nude?
No, hell no. You're in Clearview.
Yeah,
we run that shit up there.
we do.
We run that
do.
shit.
Evie's the mayor, so we're
yeah,
good.
exactly. We're good. We're definitely good. We got lifelines if by chance
Yeah.
if the cops do see you.
Just FY, we're not like a nudist colony. We're normal people.
jeez.
We're normal.
Not
people.
yet.
You guys want to hit on any of these news and things? Hit on any of this stuff going on?
I
in
don't
the
know
world?
what's new.
The guy got bit by a zebra.
We tried to get him on today, but
Yeah.
couldn't
Hey,
locate him.
did you guys see that gigantic kids beat that teacher up that took his Nintendo?
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
did see
that's-
that.
That is
that's
bad.
bad.
That is the most brutally.
And not being charged.
Yep.
He's not
Oh,
being
he's not-
charged.
Well, I know they were going to if they were going to charge him as an adult, but so they
You know what? I lied to you. That's what it was. They didn't
that's
charge
what I
him as an
thought.
adult. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I
screwed
did.
up,
I
yes.
thought I did see that.
I'm sorry. My bad.
they said there's a chance he's a special needs student, but it's just funny to hear his lawyers say all these different excuses, like why he shouldn't be charged and all this stuff, and I'm like, this
mean,
is just
Cool. Actually,
that
this is
was
a good
awful.
question for
He
you.
tried to kill that.
It's crazy, and if you
Lady.
can't answer,
Over a
you
fucking
can't answer.
Nintendo
Yes.
Switch.
Like, what are you
He
guys
should be
taught
put down.
as a teacher? Like, are you? I mean, I know you're taught to not punch, but like, are you allowed? Are you taught to restrain? Are you taught to remove yourself for the like? If a kid attacks you, I would imagine you guys go through training about this, or you do not.
Yeah, they teach you to like pin them down, like
So restrain
train
them.
Yes,
Try to
yeah.
restrain.
Yeah, definitely not punch.
I get that'd be
I've
cool
seen
if
your,
you could though.
your guy's dad have to do that several times back in his
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He had some fucking characters. I'll tell you what.
I mean, that's scary
Some
though. I
long
mean,
rap
that
sheets.
lady,
It is scary.
that lady
That poor
was.
thing.
I mean, couldn't have weighed more than 100 pounds.
Did you see when he just blasted her?
Yeah.
She went flying,
Yeah.
like from here to the wall.
Did you guys see too that officer that was there just kind of was moseying over to
Yeah.
her
He
when
set
she's
his
on the
coffee
ground?
down, he just set
I'm
his
like,
coffee
I'm like,
down.
this lady's getting wailed on. And he's just like walking over.
And Chris, you're not wrong. Can you imagine being a lawyer at that time? How do you? it would be hard to be a lawyer and try to stick up for that.
Well,
you
I
know
know
what?
it's your
That's a
job.
tough
I know it's your
job, man.
job.
And I
But
tell
man,
you
that's
another
tough.
thing. It would be tough to be a friend of that lawyer. I can tell you that. If you were that fucking guy, and
You
and
tell
were
me to
getting
go
that-
fuck myself.
I'd be like, fuck you, Jeff.
Do you think-
I don't blame, and I wouldn't blame you.
Do you think those defense lawyers who are like criminal defense lawyers? Do you think at the end of the day they go, okay, I know this guy's wrong, but I have to.
They
this
have
is
to.
my job."
They
have
swear an oath. It's like a surgeon. They have to. I mean,
Exactly.
it's definitely probably not their favorite thing, but they're making a lot of money doing it.
Because I mean,
There's people that represented the fucking Nazis in court. They got
Yeah.
their day in court. Like,
and
what?
there's like
and all these serial killers.
I've watched videos on these, these police interrogations and stuff like that, and these kids, and people that murder their siblings and their parents and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine being a defense lawyer and having to defend somebody that has admitted to killing somebody. I couldn't do
Do you
it.
think those kind of like lawyers just like half-ass it then? Like they don't really like try to.
Well, you do hear through the grapevine, and
Yeah.
obviously I don't know if it's fair to say, but the grapevine is quote unquote most of the time they're not the very good lawyers of the world. That's number one. Number two, but a lot of them do take the oath serious, and they want to try to stick up for the person that does not have a voice.
Depends on
So
how
it's
big the
about-
case is too.
Yeah,
if it's one of those headline catching cases,
Oh,
then,
fuck, that's a money
Then the
grab.
big ones are
Yeah.
coming out to do it for
Yeah.
pro bono and for the exposure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it may maybe
But yeah,
is that kind
for
of a
the,
way?
public defender. Yeah, you're right. That's what they get assigned.
Maybe is that a way for them to kind of build their name up a little bit,
Yeah.
possibly? But
build some.
I
little
do
bit of
believe.
a
I
resume.
honestly do think everybody deserves a day in court if you live in this country and you're a citizen. As sad as that is, because I just think about the worst thing that could ever happen is if you didn't have that and you were innocent. It would be horrible. That's the worst thought in the whole world.
I watched
to me.
a video, a really good video
Terrifying.
on YouTube. It's like 10 people. It's videos of 10 people being told that they are their case is being thrown out and they're innocent. And it was like people that have been locked away for 10, 15, 20 years and like on death row and stuff like that. And then they end up, there was one where a witness was claiming that the guy that they were throwing in jail was a murderer to this crime scene. Guy spent 35 years in jail when he got thrown in when he was 18, spent 35 years in jail. And then the witness comes out and says, "Oh, I just made all that up." Nothing. I mean, and then they got the guy out.
That is horrible.
The burden of proof. The burden of proof really needs to be. That's a serious thing because, I do agree with that motto about a lot of guilty people going free versus one innocent person going to prison. I mean, that's probably the worst fate you could ever have.
100%.
as a human. And you know what? If 5 serial killers are getting out off of technicalities, it's better than me going or you guys going innocently to
Right,
jail,
right.
in my
I
opinion.
agree.
I agree
Because
with
you
that.
know how many guys are out there operating in criminal enterprises that aren't behind bars? They're everywhere.
I'm
so.
still for corporal punishment.
Oh no, me too.
But I agree.
Absolutely.
But I agree.
I am 100%.
But I know where
if
you're
you
coming
are
from.
lock, stock, and barrel guilty, and the case is proven, and obviously some of these worst terrors in the history of the world, there's no debating that they're guilty.
Slam dunks.
It's now a matter of what kind of sentence you're going to plead it down to or whatever. But no, those people should not even have an opportunity
Not a day
Well,
in
to
court, right?
skip the execution part. They get their day in court. They're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and then they're going to the gallows.
Well,
Thanks
talking
for
about
plenty.
that,
Right?
this week in history, May 13th, 1980, John Wayne
Yes.
Gacy receives a death sentence for 12 kills.
Did he go with lethal injection? Did he get lethal injection?
I don't know.
Or maybe
I think
he
you should
done.
be able to choose from like a
Oh, I agree with that.
a manual of like
I think a Rolodex. I think it being in the hot tub, they put a dryer or a hair dryer in there. Yeah, just fry whatever.
I know we
Wait,
talked
who-
about this.
Creative execution.
No, who gets to choose?
No,
The
they
guy on
don't.
death
Family.
row
well,
or
either
the family?
the family
families.
or if there's nobody involved, then no. If you get to pick it, then you
What
just
if
pick
every
the
state
easiest
had
one.
like their own signature?
A lot of them do. A lot of them
What
did
would-
at one time.
What would West Virginia's be?
Well, actually, this may
Firing
piggyback.
squad.
We were
Actually,
one
it
of the
was
first
a
electric
weed
chairs.
whacker.
Fill them with coal.
Yes.
Would be actually. I said, well, that's what I was getting to. I need to let you guys know what it is. I'm following something on Twitter where it's like crazy videos, and
I see it all the time.
And
Did you see that guy hanging up?
dude hanging up, and they took a weed whacker. He stole something, and they
stole-
took a fucking weed whacker to him, man.
It's unbelievable.
And then another dude, it was all third world countries. Another dude they kept on electrocuting, and I don't know if what they. I mean, I'm not making fun of the crucifixion, but they kind of like had him like hanging like the crucifixion, and they kept on touching the thing behind him, which must have been shocking him. And this dude, like neurologically, you could tell after a while started affecting because his leg was going a funky ass way and stuff. But you know what?
Lethal
He deserved
injection.
It. Fuck him.
Well, hey, one.
Hey, Jeff, you're so right, and they
That's
ought to
great,
do that
Jeff.
with
That's
the
great.
with
I
the
love that.
the weed whacker. They should do that with rapists and pedophiles.
Right?
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Fucking just whack their fucking balls to.
Without a doubt.
Job. John Wayne Gacy was executed via lethal injection.
Oh, lethal, okay.
Guess what? Guess what his last meal was?
Wait, I think I know
McDonald's.
No, but
Baked beans.
well, it's got some fast food part to
Jonah.
it. 12 deep fried shrimp, a bucket of original recipe chicken from KFC, French fries, and a pound of strawberries. And then it said some kind of pie and ice cream. too,
Jeez,
for
that's a
dessert.
pretty good
It's
meal.
a hell of a
It's a
meal,
big
John
meal.
Wayne.
Jeez,
I would
Big John.
I'd just keep eating. I'd just keep going.
Fried
Second
shrimp.
person granted a last meal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's
Interesting.
it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cool.
Hey,
should
there's
be
another.
Fusion chicken with double rice.
Yum yum sauce.
I think we
Yeah.
did talk about
Popeyes
this one
chicken
time.
sandwich.
Yeah, we did.
we did talk about
We did.
this, yeah.
I think way long ago.
Uh-huh.
Hey, there's another one on here that in This Week in History, if we want to keep going with this.
go for it.
March 13th, 1933, Joseph Goebbels becomes Nazi Minister of Information and Propaganda, which is, this dude was an absolute
Yep,
genius.
and
I
that's
mean, he
how
was-
power happens. You get people like that. That's how the dictators take
Yep,
over
everybody-
the world.
everybody thought he was-
Our media is trying to do it right now.
doing well. Everybody thought Hitler was a great guy. Yeah. But
Well,
really,
not-
well,
well,
he
wasn't.
was a big jerk.
He was a meanie.
He was a
He definitely was a meanie.
I think to say the least.
He liked art.
Art.
He did.
He was an artist.
Yeah, Hitler was
Hey.
an artist.
That was
A
the problem.
failed artist.
I'm gonna tell you this
There's
right
Van
now.
Gogh.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I want you to go watch this movie tomorrow or tonight, whatever you do. Go watch. It's called The Life of Vincent, and it's a documentary about Vincent Van Gogh. Watch that documentary and tell me you don't appreciate his
If I
artwork,
am
and I'll
ever
give you
struggling to fall
$500.
asleep, I would turn it off.
You're a dick.
You're a dick.
But go watch it, you fucker.
Wow.
Thanks, John.
I love it.
Very intense.
I love it.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Love it.
Watch
Jump
it, you
seems
fucker.
like he's got a little extra bounce in his state. He's a little. It must be episode 50.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we
He's
did
happy
3
as
hours of
fuck.
radio today.
Yeah.
The guy's fucking running on
He's
no
getting loopy.
sleep.
Hey,
He took a quick nap
Well,
on the floor before we
yeah, I
started.
laid down on the floor and took a nap.
Why don't you use the couch?
He was on the
Yeah,
couch.
I was on the couch.
Dick, why didn't you get up for it?
Were you napping too?
I was napping too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah, I stole the couch, and Coach was on the chair.
Asleep too?
Oh, we almost had a big accident on the way here, guys. Not good.
Why?
Coach
shit
almost
himself?
didn't make it.
You almost shut
Shit
up.
himself?
Miles?
Wasn't good.
Straight from Chipotle. We went to
Wasn't
Chipotle
good.
after.
We got
Does he
here.
have spastic colon from time to time?
He said, well, we might have a problem, and I said, well, is it bad? And he said, no, not too bad. When we pulled in his parking
A
lot,
problem.
it was like he parked in the
squirming.
shipping and receiving, which is not a parking spot. And I said, it's not a spot. And he goes, I don't care. And he got out. He hurried to the bathroom and then was in there for about 5 minutes and came back and said, I made it.
Yeah, he was all
barely.
right. He made it.
Barely.
Glad. Hopefully, you're not eating.
I tell you what, though, and I won't keep it going, but hands down, maybe one of the worst feelings in the whole entire world.
That's what.
Helpless.
Like
we were
that,
talking
that,
about that.
Depending on where you're at.
that bubble
Here's
gut,
Pretty
man.
terrible.
Here's a question that I asked Coach on the way here
You poor
while
guy's-
it was happening.
And I'm so sorry to interrupt. Poor guy's trying to focus on not shitting himself, and you're drilling him with fucking questions.
I had to ask him. So I said, "What would you do if you were on stage like Category 5? I'm gonna ruin my car if this comes out of me right now, and you get pulled over by a cop.
You got to tell them.
What do you say?
Oh, you shit yourself. That gets you out of the ticket right away. 100%.
Oh, so you just
well,
volunteer-
you got a bad enough mess on your hands. I'm not going to make it any
But you
worse.
can say, "Oh, sir, you want to pat me down? Go ahead."
I got a gun.
I think that's a terrible feeling, even when you have to pee really bad.
Oh, yeah,
and you
yeah.
get pulled over,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like your bladder's like starting to contract.
No doubt.
Your feet are starting to
Yeah,
go.
it's terrible. Your
Do you
toes
think,
are curling up.
Do you think you could say to the cop, "Hey, follow me home. You can arrest me, put me in cuffs, but I
Give me the chair. I just got to go to
Yes.
the bathroom first.
Please.
I don't know if you can get
we
out
made
of
it.
that.
We're clean today. We're all good. All
Yep.
good. No
Everything's
issues.
good.
No issues. Real quick, and then we'll hit some birthdays, and then a quote, and we'll get out of here. Chris, your girl, Tanya Harding.
Oh, Jesus. Banging Nancy Kerrigan's knee.
Yeah,
Well,
that-
that wasn't her. That was who with Jeff
Galooly.
Jeff Galooly, big
Nah.
fat guy. He's dead now.
Did he do it, or did she do it, or he did?
No, Galooly.
Galooly. He was like her hitman.
Nah. They should have put her on the ice and had the other girl skate over her. That's what they should.
I agree.
Chris, give me a rating on looks with her, 1 to 10.
Who?
Tanya?
Tanya Hart. I just want to.
Then or now?
Then.
Then maybe a 5.
Okay, Matt.
Maybe 4.
I kind of liked her, but I was young, and I mean, any girl that looked like her probably was all right. She looked kind of trailer park
I was
trash.
just saying,
That's the
you
reason why I
love
was
trailer
asking.
park.
Yes,
That's
I
the
mean,
reason why I was
I
asking.
could be a little partial to that. I'd give her between a 6.5 and a 7.5,
Wow.
somewhere in there.
I would probably go.
I mean,
4
but
or 5.
looking back now, I'm like, oh god, like
because she looks rough now, right?
Wait,
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, even
She
you
doesn't
look
look-
at her in her young days.
Oh, for sure.
Now it's like, oh wow.
Tanya was the one that got her knee exploded, or
No,
the other girl?
Nancy Kerrigan
Kerrigan.
looked like a horse. She
Right, Reggie.
That
Right.
poor girl, she got
Her
her knee blown
grandfather was
out.
John Elway.
grandfather probably be more like her brother. They were probably around the same age.
What'd I say?
Grandfather. Jeez.
Man, poor Margot Robbie had to play her in a movie. That's kind of a
Margot's all
slap
right.
in the face.
She is a smoke show.
Yeah,
Did they
she
make her
does
look-
all right.
She did good enough.
Yeah, Margot, she kind of looks trailer parking at
Wolf of Wall
movie.
Street, hands down, maybe
Oh,
one of the
Jesus.
best scenes. Oh my god, good,
I'm gonna fall out of my chair.
unbelievable.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick, age 16, is captured by Irish pirates and taken as slave to Ireland. So happy St. Patrick's
Actually, I
Day.
read about this. He
That-
was
the
not
horse-
meant to. He
Yeah, on
didn't.
the
He
right,
wasn't.
yeah.
He didn't like Ireland. He didn't want to go to Ireland. So it's ironic that he became the
Like
patron
the-
saint.
the-
Yeah,
face
he's
of-
he's actually English. He
Like,
wasn't.
you
even-
think-
he's not from Ireland.
You think
is
if
crazy.
like he was alive
Held
now,
against his will.
you think he was alive now? He said, "Hey man, we got this holiday after you. You're gonna love it." And they go, "Well, what is it?"
No,
He
he'd be
goes,
pissed. The Irish celebrated. They basically celebrated, and he got captured.
Yeah.
Literally, right?
Poor
But
guy.
no, let's hit some birthdays real quick. Streaming and The Last of Us. You gotta watch it. It's just
What'd you guys
must
think?
watch.
Has it wrapped up? Did you
I
finish
haven't
it?
caught up yet.
Jared,
I mean,
did you
it-
finish?
Yes, yeah, finish it.
Really good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really
Follows
really good.
the- follows the
yeah,
game.
follows the game.
It's very
perfect.
familiar.
It's a
Yeah.
shame to see it go. I'm not because I enjoyed it.
But me and Job are talking about this.
Don't watch the second
I
season.
will, if they follow the game, I will not watch season 2.
Neither will I.
not watch it.
I won't
It
touch
is
it.
the most pathetic, absurd writing decision in anything I've ever seen,
Really?
watched, read. It is pathetic. I won't watch it.
Yeah.
It's
Hold on, sorry.
horrible.
What are we talking about?
The show The Last
of Us.
Okay.
just came out on. Well, it didn't just come out, but it's been going for about 9 weeks. It's on HBO. It's really good watch.
Oh,
Really?
amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
really
It's a
good
good show.
watch.
Good, really good actors.
Pedro Pascal and
Bella
He's gotta be
Ramsey.
the best actor out right now.
well, yeah, he's in The Mandalorian and The
Ooh,
Last
yeah,
of
we
Us.
got
Two of them.
Mandalorian.
Plus, he was
tonight.
awesome in Game of Thrones too.
Yeah,
He's
Like,
really good
he's
character.
got his head smashed.
Yeah.
He talked
Bad
about
fate,
that.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I
Have
saw
you
he
ever
said
seen-
he liked
he
the
said
way
he
went.
liked it because it was cool on his
Yeah.
face. There were chunks on his face,
Yeah.
and he said it was
Yeah,
really
like
hot out.
exploded on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Happy, you're on our 50th week special, so happy birthday.
William H. Macy and John Wayne Gacy.
Yep.
John Boyega.
D.
Finn.
Yeah.
Who's he?
He's in Star. His biggest
Finn.
things he's in Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, from The Thing.
Oh, Chuck Woolery.
Adam
Doesn't
Levine.
he-
from
doesn't-
Ford.
R.J. McCready.
Greed.
Doesn't Woolery, doesn't he? Does
2
does
and
he
2.
talk
I'll
like
be
he-
back in 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
Does he talk like he's got like peanut butter in his mouth? Like,
No, not really. No.
Talks like that.
He used to be on Love
no,
Connection.
there's somebody.
I love that.
Who
thing.
was
Hey,
that?
your dad loved the girl on there on Lingo. What was her
Was
name?
Lingo
Some of the
was this, right?
Shandy.
When he did the two, what's,
No, that's Love Connection. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
But I think he did it on Lingo eventually too.
Hold on,
Chris.
what's
Yeah.
lingo though?
Oh,
Like a spelling game. It's like you had to spell words out. And,
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No,
Why
Lingo.
Wasn't the girl's name Shandy?
I don't
Do you remember
know.
Chris?
Why
Not Shan
wasn't-
Lee, but Shandy.
why
Yeah.
wasn't why wasn't he over? How long you lived? Why wasn't he over there with us
Oh,
back
geez,
in the day?
I don't think he would. No, I don't even think he might have been.
Oh
lived
yeah,
there
he
yet.
was there. He
You
was
think?
there by
Well, I
then.
moved up when you guys were
He probably
5.
was afraid of us.
Oh, yeah.
At that
Oh, then
point.
yeah, you would have been. Yeah,
He's probably like, here are these freaks.
If I'm right-
here are all these people over here.
If I'm right,
Lisa-
lingo,
Is it
lingo, you get a ball,
Yeah.
and it's got a letter on it,
and then you have
and
this.
then you drop it into the slot with the.
Well, and then remember there was like a special word down, like the power balls were a different color.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
And then they had to spell something.
But he
yeah.
also did Greed too, right?
Yeah, he did green.
was the woman's name Lisa Edens? Edens?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Her name was like
Shandy, that
Shandy
does
or
sound
something.
right.
Like it was one name. I don't
No,
know.
anyway,
Whatever.
but I don't
Those
know
were
if-
the glory
but I
days.
don't- Job,
Wii
I-
bowling in the basement.
I will say this:
Wii bowling.
I don't remember anyone ever saying that about Chuck Woolery, talking like he's got peanut butter.
I think it is.
Stacey Hayes?
Don't most people say marbles?
Yeah.
I never heard peanut butter on it.
There you go, peanut butter cup.
I think you said Marlboro's like smokes.
Anybody got a hot pick, Cole?
I think our office is tapped. You said peanut butter, and look what came on.
Oh,
I'll just do a cool mug. Good luck to the Park Patriots. Varsity JV coming up to the coaches. Mr. Cooley, Mr. Nardoni. Let's get it done.
And Mr. Luke Doyle.
Luke Doyle,
Yeah. Starting
high and
pitcher.
tight, right on the
Yes.
right out of the gate, high and tight.
Hopefully a good season.
Sweet chin
No,
music.
not high and tight. Hit him right in the back.
Oh, give him a picture.
I always
for
love that.
Right
Just
between the
drop it.
number, shoulder blades.
that's
Tim
always the
Pavlik
best.
special.
Throw the ball right over the
Fun.
backstop, first pitch, make everybody shit themselves.
Right.
and
I've
then-
been on that. I've done that before.
Jump through plenty. My dad would love it. Real quick. He always loved when Jubb would like throw a good pitch and then the next pitch would go behind the hitter.
I probably averaged one a game throwing behind a guy.
He'd be locked in all game and then would throw in behind the guy and be like, "Oh,
I over rotate on my curveball." Anything else, Chris, Matt, Jarrett, Cooley?
Well, one of these times when we have more time, I'm going to go on a rant about why my favorite shows
Oh,
get canceled
yeah.
all the fucking time. I'm really getting sick of it. Every time I like a show, it gets canceled, so I'm pissed off about that. So.
Coles, you got anything?
No, just 50 episodes, guys.
That's
Yeah.
crazy,
50.
crazy.
All right, well, let's wrap it there real quick. I want to say a thank you to everybody again. Thank you very much for following us for 50 episodes. Means a lot to all. Did I miss something? Have I missed anything?
our quote."
Oh shit!
you can do
Our
the
quote.
quote.
End us
Phrase
with
of
the
the
quote.
week.
End us with the quote.
All right. Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're.
Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. John Adams, 1798.
I love that quote.
With that, thank you very much for 50 episodes. Thank you for everybody that has followed along. Thank you to everybody that has been partnered with us, that has sponsored with us, that has been on an episode, that has allowed us to do content with you, whether you're famous, whether you're a business, whatever you are. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you to Rocky, Kayleen, Howard, Lola, Bob, everybody involved with the Watchdog for letting us have this office here. We genuinely couldn't be here
Jake
without all this
Robinson
work. Yes.
gives us a hell of a deal on the rent.
Yes. So thank you to everybody involved. We got a long way to go. We got a lot of stuff planned come spring and come summer. We're going to do a lot of stuff. Keep updated with us. We got 50 to go. Well,
Wait,
50 go.
50 to go.
Oh, yeah, 50 go.
50 go, then we're
50
done.
go, then we're done, I guess.
Dead.
All right.
Dead.
Well, no, but thank you to everybody again. I'm just going to keep saying it. We appreciate it. We love you very, very much, and we will see you here next time at episode 51 in the Pine Room.
Peace.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Bobby Abreu.
Well, it's that time. The coolers are empty, the food's all gone, and the games are over. But that's all right. There's always next week. Follow us on social media to keep up to date with future shows and send any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to discuss to contact@thepineroompodcast.com. Until then, we'll see you here next time in the Pine Room.